These are hands down the best Minecraft build hacks that you can use on Mars.
What's the situation on Mars?
Starting with an astronaut suit, because we are on Mars, so we do need to place down some armor stands here, and then we're going to grab ourselves some armor, but we're actually going to color it all orange, and then the helmet is going to be white. Go ahead and place that on the armor stand. Voila! An astronaut suit to fit your base.
Perfecto, very nice.
If that last astronaut didn't suit you, this is one that looks way cooler and a little more advanced. This is an armor stand, and then we have a player head. Look at this, this is freaking crazy. Then we're gonna throw on some iron armor. Then we're going to use a piston block to push down the iron block. Delete these, and now you have a helmet on him. Look at that. We're gonna do a banner beside his back, 2 buttons on the side of his head, and then levers for his arms. Look at that. You have a freaking astronaut suit. We're gonna get a little fancy here. We're going to use this banner, make it white and red striped, and then we're going to use this brick pattern and then transition to this, and we're trying to make stars here. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and place these, and look at that. Is that not the coolest thing? All right, next up, since we're on Mars, we do need a buggy. So this is going to be our next build. Starting super simple, we're gonna place down the tires, and then we're going to put down some trap doors around the buggy, kind of act as grills. Then we're going to use these quartz slabs, extend out the back, and then do some smooth stone as a rear bumper. Then we're going to do some levers. This is kind of the back of the buggy, and some more trap doors, just like so. Some daylight sensors, and then these are our seats right here. And then some lightning rods, a fence, and then we have a comparator. This is kind of like our steering wheel up here in the front. And this is the antenna, very big antenna because we are on Mars. Then we got an end rod with a wither skull, and then banners on the back that make it just look super clean. We got buttons for the rims of the tires, and you have a Mars buggy. Obviously it doesn't actually drive, but these are build hacks, not car hacks. Since we are on a different planet, let's go ahead and make a rocket so we can get back to Earth. We're gonna place down some of these wall blocks, and then in the middle, we're gonna make a hopper, and then on top of that, put some iron, some black stone on top of that with a torch. And then we gotta get fancy with the banners, so let's do this kind of gradient banner. Another one with a slash on it, and then we have this. That's a rocket! Does that not look cool? Most of these build hacks, you can build them however you want. You don't have to get super fancy with the banners and in depth on this stuff. The best part about these hacks is hopefully they'll inspire you to build something like this in your own world. Our next build hack is a scorpion robot. Get over here! We're gonna start by digging 3 blocks down and then putting some snow in there. This is going to allow us to give a really cool effect for the feet of the scorpion. So check this out. Go ahead and cover it up with slabs, and then we're gonna place some lightning rods, just like so. Then we're gonna place some dispensers right next to those slabs that we just placed. And what we're going to do is we're going to put armor stands inside the dispensers. Just follow me. This is going to be really cool. Trust me. Go ahead and activate those dispensers, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. Get rid of the dispensers because you don't need them anymore. And then we're going to put wither skeleton skulls as the legs of the scorpion. Is that not the coolest thing ever? We're going to use iron blocks here for the middle of the scorpion, backward staircase for the front of the head, and then we're going to connect the legs with levers. Look at that. Would you look at that?
Ah, would you look at that sunset?
Would you look at that?
Okay, can you back up, please?
Oh, excuse me.
Got our comparator there. Now we got to finish out the tail. So we're going to do a lightning rod, and then another lightning rod, then an end rod, and that finishes off the tail and the scorpion. Look at that. It looks like a robotic scorpion. Is that the coolest thing? In order to survive on Mars, you're going to need some mining equipment in order for you to dig down. We're going to build these little legs here, and then we're going to use these waxed copper blocks. This is going to create the base for our giant mining machine. This thing could look really cool outside of your house. We're gonna go ahead and build up. We're gonna use some deep slate and then some tinted glass around that. Gonna use some of those copper waxed slabs, and then we need to build out the arm here. So we're gonna use these massive heavy netherite blocks with some chains. It's gonna hold up the miner, and then some polished deep slate right here. There we go, with some iron bars. That thing looks pretty cool. Gonna do some button details around the outside there, and then we're gonna do some dripstone. Let's make this dripstone big. There we go. Look at that. That is your miner. That thing looks so cool. Next up, we're gonna build a giant satellite antenna. We're gonna start off just with some concrete block colors, doing all 4 corners of the base of the satellite, and then finishing off the middle, connecting them with this iron just like so. Super easy to follow. You guys got me? Wait for it because it's about to get really cool. We're putting some slabs on the legs of the satellite here. Easy enough. Now we're gonna start some gray concrete and then going back to the red. And then this is going to be our kind of base layer of the satellite before we get to the big part. There we go. All right, we're going to put some iron bars here on the edges just to make it look a little industrial satellite-like. Then we're gonna do some iron in the middle leading up. Now this is where it gets fun, where we have to build the actual satellite shell. So we're gonna build this arm that extends out, and then now we need to build the actual satellite. So the best way to look at this is it's basically just a giant flower. Then we're going to place blocks around this flower, kind of like so. And we're just going to keep expanding them outwards. Aha, voila, it's a big freaking satellite. But we're not done just yet. We got some details to do in the middle. So we're going to lead out these deep slate walls. This is the middle of our antenna. And then we're going to do some iron bars leading down it to kind of connect and hold that satellite in just like that. Do another one on the bottom and then another one on the side. It's starting to look like a satellite now. And then a lightning rod right on the front for that nice touch. And then of course, got to throw some carpet right here. Why not? A button, and another button. A satellite, which will allow you to communicate to other planets. Since we're on another planet, I'm gonna show you guys how to make an alien.
I'm a Martian.
This one's super easy. You have 2 different colors here. This right here is the hardest part. So you have a green banner and you're going to pick the one with the circle in it. And then you're gonna pick the one with the lion that goes across. Then you're gonna pick the one with the dash that goes across the middle. Then you're gonna pick this one that kind of looks like teeth. And voila, look at that. You have the perfect banner for the Toy Story aliens. And if you want to, you can make a whole army of these. That would be so cool. It wouldn't be aliens without a UFO. So now we're making the stream to a UFO. We're using this glass pane that's green. We're gonna use a sea lantern and then surround that with quartz blocks. This is the base of this UFO. And then stairs around it to give it that nice hovering effect. There we go. A UFO in your front yard would look pretty sick, whether you live on Mars or not. And then we're going to do deep slate around the lime green glass, just like so. And we're gonna put trapdoors around the outside to kind of give it that flying saucer effect. And then let's go ahead and finish up this glass a little bit more. And then we can put an armor stand with a green alien head and green armor on the inside, so it looks like an alien is actually flying it. And then we can push this green block down inside of him, so it looks like he's really in there. There we go. Look at that. Some carpet on top just to finish it off. Look at that, alien! You can also use some lightning rods in the front if he's got like laser blasters or whatever. That is pretty cool. We can get a little bit more in depth here with the glass if we want to make this array a little stronger. There we go, look at that. Very nice. We're gonna get more detailed. You don't have to get this detailed, but I wanna show you guys how detailed you can get. We're even going to put someone being sucked up in the UFO beam. There we go, look at that UFO beam. Very nice. Now we're going to put someone inside, which is going to be a villager, zombie villager. Look at that. He's being sucked up in the UFO. Next, I'm gonna show you guys how to make solar panels. We're gonna start with a bunch of slabs. We're gonna use anvils for the base of these slabs that kind of hold up the solar panels, and then trap doors that are kind of in the middle here. And then for the actual solar panel, we're going to do blue carpet. So there you go. That is one solar panel right there, but let me show you what it looks like when you make 5 more. Look at that. That looks pretty legit. This one's super easy. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a small planet. And you can make this out of any block, but I feel like this block looks the most like a little planet. So we're gonna make pretty much a little cube here. Think of like you're trying to make a little circle because it is a planet. Really easy to make one of these. We just kind of gotta jumble all these blocks together. And it's also totally up to you how big you want this planet to be. You can make it 10 times the size of this, or you can make it even smaller. There we go. So we're basically just making a little cube and then adding like the sides of it to make it look like a planet, just like so. Cover up that bottom side. Maybe we'll make the bottom come down a little bit more so it looks more like a circle. Finish up that top side and then do the top there. Voila, we have a planet, but we're not done yet. We gotta make a ring around it because that would look really cool. So we're gonna do this with slabs. You can do this with any color. This part's super easy. You just got to make a ring around the planet, but make sure the ring is not touching the planet. You want it to make it look like it's floating around the planet. And voila, you have a planet, my friend. Look at that. Let's build a Mars rover. This is something I've always wanted to build in Minecraft. We're gonna start off with our 6 wheels here, and then we're going to use some fences to kind of connect them at the base or at the axle. Then go ahead and connect all these together, but leave the front ones separated. Then we're gonna put some buttons on the wheels to make them look like rims. We're gonna use some quartz blocks to pretty much build the base of the rover. Then some staircases on the front and the back here. Now here's where it gets detailed. We're gonna have to do some stairs there, a slab there, and then we're going to do a minecart with a rail. This is so it looks kind of like an elevated seat. Next to that, we're going to do some daylight sensors, then a trap door. Then we're going to do some more fence posts on the front. This is kind of to act as an antenna. Then we're going to do a comparator to control the thing, and then some redstone. Another lever next to that, connecting it all, and then a button on the other side of the lever, and then some iron bars on the sides. And then this front part, we're going to connect these upwards. This is so you have like that little arm. All of those rovers have those arms that can like grab things, and you have a Mars rover, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible. Now we're going to make a meteorite that looks like it's flying and crashing into the planet. So this one's super easy to do, and it's also something really cool that you could put on top of your house to look like it's about to explode. We're gonna make a little meteorite here. You want the front of it to be black because it's pretty much all burnt, and then we're going to pretty much just place random glass behind it in multiple colors. You want to start with yellow, then go to orange, and then fade to red. It's totally up to you how detailed you want to get with this and how big you want to make it. You can make it massive, or you can make it small just like this one. A cool thing is you can kind of intertwine the colors here. So I'm intertwining the yellow with the orange just to add a little bit of extra detail on the bottom and the top of that flame that is coming off of the meteorite. I'm doing whatever I think looks good. It's totally up to you how you want to make this, but there you go. You have a meteorite with a flame trail behind it. I think that looks so cool. It wouldn't be a meteorite without a crater, so we're gonna make a crater for meteorite. The easiest thing to do is just blow up a piece of TNT in the ground, but that doesn't exactly look like a meteorite. So we're going to place some of this coal and then some more on top of it because we want it to look like the meteor literally crashed into the ground here. We're gonna do more of this deep slate and then some normal coal, and then we also want to catch this board on fire too because meteors are extremely hot. Again, it's totally up to you how big you want to make this hole. You can make it 4 times the size, or you can make it even smaller. And then we are going to place some fire here as well to look like it's still on fire. Voila! Easy enough. Meteor hole. All right, next, let's build a satellite because you're going to need to talk to people on other planets. So you're gonna start with a blue banner, and then we're going to make the brick banner, and then we're going to do the banner with the ring around it. Now it's time to make the satellite. You're gonna use that banner for the whole satellite. We need to build a satellite in the air. We're gonna start with just 1 block. We're going to use this iron block, some trapdoor, and then we're gonna build off of it with these stairs. Then a sea lantern, and then some glass, and then some more details for the glass panes just on the side of the glass. And then we're going to do some more blocks of iron here. And then we're going to do a layer of gold on top of that, and then another layer of iron, then another layer of glass. We're gonna do the same thing that we just did at the bottom, but now on the top. And then we gotta do our iron, and then our trap door, and also our staircases on the side as well. And then we can do some levers, and we can connect them with, look at this, the end rod. Then we have a dispenser with a lever on top of it, just like that. So it kind of looks like some sort of control panel. We're going to put a trapdoor right there, and then we're going to do the same thing on the top as well. And then we have some more trapdoors we're going to place on the bottom and the top, just for some of that extra detail. There we go, very nice. So this is the middle of the satellite. Now we need to build the wings of the satellite that have the giant solar panels on them. We're going to do a nice 3x5 block here. Then we're going to do this, and then this is the best part. We're going to connect these end rods. That looks so cool. Then we're going to do the other side real quick. Bam, bam, bam. And then we're going to do our banners just like so. You want to layer up these banners 1 block below each. This kind of looks like the solar panels on the side, and you have a freaking satellite, boys. Does that not look legit? Imagine building like 50 of them. That would be creepy. Subscribe for more build hacks.